Good morning, everybody. It's Norman Stickle again. And in today's video, I'll be discussing and commenting on the question of, are toxic relationships changeable? I'll discuss a few points, my own opinions, and from where I have come from in relationship to that topic. And this is not going to be limited to one type of relationship or another. This could be friends, significant other, family, work. This is across the board because you will find in your life, in one or more aspects, you probably have a toxic relationship somewhere within your circle. So please feel free. At the end of this video, at the bottom of the description, I will include my link, and feel free to please locate that link and book a strategy call with me if you feel that I have struck a chord with you and I can help you come to the realization and help you heal from that toxic relationship and move on to achieve your dreams. Thank you very much. But in the first point, I would have to come up and say blatantly, really, no. And the reason I come to that conclusion is there's a lot of variables. It is not completely impossible, but the biggest variables is if you are ready to change, that is one thing. But one of the biggest deciding factors is the other person ready and willing to change? Because if you're wanting to get help from a professional, whether it be counseling, coaching, if you're into spiritualism and your own personal energy, it does not matter necessarily what type of help you're looking for, but if you're looking outside of yourself for the help, you are seeking answers that you don't have the strategy or the answers or the know-how of how to get yourself to where you want to be. And that's where a good coach like myself, whether it be a spiritual practitioner, person, religious, therapist, psychologist, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to try and whatever works for you is what you should try, whatever your truth may be. But in the end, really it comes down to, is the other person willing to change? And sometimes, yes, they will be. But if they disagree to going to or getting help on their own, then that's usually a good indication that they're not ready because they are comfortable with where they are at in their life, in their ways, however you view the situation. We all have ways of just being on a daily basis. And we're not always meant to match up with some people. And you will find yourself not syncing with everybody you come into contact to. Hence why some people are toxic for our own environment. And if you have become aware of that, it's a good thing to pay attention to, whether or not you feel physically well. If you notice yourself getting nauseous, certain physical feelings, that's something to kind of pay attention to underneath the surface. But when it comes down to it, the biggest deciding factor is, and the biggest unknown is, will that other person be willing to change? And if they are, then great. A lot of people will put themselves out there and say so up front and make the first initial steps to appease you possibly. Or they might be 100% committed right off the bat because they see the long-term effects of fixing the relationship. And sometimes it might be on yourself to be able to not carry through with fixing the relationship. First question you should ask yourself before even confronting the other person, even if it's absolutely necessary, is this relationship worth it to me? And if you get an immediate no, then that's kind of your answer. And you should go, okay, I need to really evaluate that relationship. But if you hear a yes, then make a decision right then and there to put the effort in to either yourself to repairing that relationship, first and foremost yourself, and then confronting or bringing up to the other person of your feelings if it matters that much to you. But really it all starts within yourself because you have all that knowledge and all the answers within yourself to make that decision first and foremost. And then after you take care of self, extend out and then worry about the other person. But first and foremost, ask yourself if it's important to you. If it is, move forward. If it's not, take the steps to let that relationship go. Because not every relationship is supposed to last the test of time. Not a relationship is supposed to be with us all the time. They are meant, some relationships are meant to teach us a lesson, to be able to move us through a certain period of time in our life and then end. And as hard as that and harsh as that may sound, that is the reality of the situation. So I really urge you to look inside yourself first and then externally look at the other person and probe them and ask them blatantly, if you wish, to, I have this problem. Is this worth fixing to you? And then you're really going to have to gauge it off of their answer. So again, if you have found this video helpful, or would you like more insight, or my coaching expertise on how to heal and possibly fix a broken relationship or toxicity in your life in general, please feel free to contact me. I will include the link to my free strategy session in the description of this video. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you very much.